What's going on, guys? Kaz Cray back with another video, and wow, it's been a while since I actually did something on like the actual NFL, but here we are. Gonna do some vids over the next day or so on all the trades that are going on, the trade rumors as well, whether I think they're good trades or good ideas, or bad trades or bad ideas, that kind of thing. And we're gonna start with the biggest one that came Monday night. The New England Patriots traded Jimmy Garoppolo to the San Francisco 49ers. Now, obviously, Garoppolo was supposed to be the one who was supposed to replace Tom Brady, but obviously that's not the case any longer. They traded Garoppolo to the 49ers for a second-round pick next year. That's the 49ers second-round pick, their actual original second-round pick. So it's a glorified late first-round pick, more or less. That's how I look at it, at least. Now, in my opinion, I feel like the 49ers won this trade. Now, obviously, the Patriots are a great organization. They're going to be able to bounce back. They obviously have some kind of method to their madness with this. But at least on paper, the 49ers win. I'll say this. So far, John Lynch, obviously the future Hall of Famer, former safety in the NFL, now the 49ers GM, he's done a great job as their GM so far. I mean, he totally finessed the Bears in the draft, and I feel like he's done a pretty good job of starting to get talent, trying to get the Niners in the right direction. They only won one or two games last year. I don't remember, like, off the top. I'll probably remember later on. Put it in an annotation. Maybe not. I don't know. But I know they're 0-8. It doesn't look like he's doing a good job, but he's doing a pretty good job so far, I would say. That being said, I don't think he would have made this trade if there wasn't a verbal agreement that Jimmy Garoppolo was going to re-sign with the 49ers at the end of the year. I mean, you're 0-8, so you're not trading him to, like, get the playoffs, because, like, the 49ers aren't making the playoffs this year at 0-8. I mean, you look at the teams in their division, that says enough. I mean, the Rams and Seahawks are at the top of that division. Arizona might be able to get it together, probably not, but Niners aren't making the playoffs at all. Like, they're going to have, like, a top 5 pick, easily. So, I wouldn't think that they would make this trade unless they knew Garoppolo was going to stay. I think Jimmy Garoppolo has a bright future in the NFL no matter where he goes. I mean, obviously, like, if he goes to, like, a good system, that's going to help. But I think he has the talent down. And I think the Niners definitely had to pull the plug. I mean, this is another instance of the Cleveland Browns missing out on the quarterback. They definitely should have been in this conversation. That's another conversation for later, though. But the Niners had to get a quarterback for the future. Now, they trade a second-round pick next year, which, again, is going to be a very early second-round pick. It's going to be like the 33rd, 34th pick, something like that. So, like I said, essentially a glorified first-round pick. So, I don't think that they would have made this trade unless they knew Jimmy Garoppolo was going to stay long-term. Now, for New England's side, they were trying to sign Garoppolo to a long-term deal, according to a lot of different guys. Albert Breer was saying the Patriots certainly would not have mind giving starter money to both him and Tom Brady, as long as Brady was still in the league, because they knew Garoppolo was going to be the guy. It's not like they gave up on him or nothing like that. But apparently he didn't want to re-sign with them for whatever reason. Maybe, like, that's allegedly what it looks like, at least. I'm not going to say, oh, he just didn't want to re-sign with them. But that's what it looks like, at least. So he was going to go away in free agency. Instead of letting him go in free agency, the Patriots pulled the plug, traded him to San Fran, got a glorified late first round pick, that is. And honestly, the Patriots did what they had to do. I'm not saying the Patriots lost this trade. I mean, they got a technically it's an early second, but it's like basically a late first round pick, because you get all like the guys that miss out in the first round in the second round. Like, they can get a quarterback with that pick. So I don't think they're too worried. I think the Patriots will be fine. They'll find their guy eventually. And I can see Brady playing at least until the end of next year, maybe one more year after that. So they got time to get a new quarterback. And with Belichick there, anything's possible. Now, for San Fran, giving up the second, even if Garoppolo doesn't end up staying, they didn't give up the first, they just gave up the second. So that pretty much locks up Saquon Barkley being the number one pick for them if they're at number one, because they definitely need a running back, because Carlos Hyde's not going to fit Kyle Shanahan's offense as we've seen so far this year. Now, I wouldn't imagine Garoppolo plays this first week. But next week he'll probably start. CJ Beathard's going to get the start this week, and then Garoppolo will probably be in the starting lineup for the Niners next week. So we'll have to see how this trade goes. But it's looking like San Francisco got the better end of this deal. I mean, they probably got their franchise quarterback now, and it's like now they can focus on drafting Saquon Barkley with their first round pick. And it's like they only gave up a second rounder to do it. I mean, they still have their first rounder to get Barkley, obviously. But the Patriots aren't exactly losers in this equation either. But that does leave them without a quarterback on the roster outside of Tom Brady. Brady is the only quarterback on the roster. They don't have one in the practice squad. So you're probably thinking Colin Kaepernick is going to be the new backup quarterback for the Patriots. Well, not so fast, my friend. Apparently, the 49ers have also released Brian Hoyer. So now Hoyer's a free agent. He started his career in New England under Bill Belichick behind Tom Brady. So I'm just saying, I don't know for sure if that's going to happen, but it's looking like he's going to probably be the backup in New England. It makes a lot of sense. I mean, Hoyer's not going to be the future for New England or anything like that, but he knows the system. So I would think Hoyer might as well have gone into the trade, honestly. But I'm thinking maybe they didn't want to deal with the contract he got with San Francisco. But oh well. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Let me know who you thought won and lost this trade. Let me know how you feel about the trade in general. And hit the sub button if you're new. Thank you guys for watching this video once again. My name is Kaz Cray. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day, night, or whenever you're watching this video. And I'm out of here. Deuces.